Hey guys, it's Martin here. I just wanted to literally follow the signal chain of my guitar sound. So it comes out of my lovely Sir. Ignore, you may have noticed if you've got very eagle eyes, that my E and B strings are crossed over in the tuning pegs. That was just as a result of doing something slightly dumb when I was stringing up the guitar. It's not something I would do normally, not something I recommend. I didn't have any choice because it was the only sets of these strings that I had. So yeah, I'm going to follow it down to the pickups. I've changed this one out to a SSV Plus from Sir rather than the SSH Plus that was in it. And then we come lava cable. This is a, I think it's called a Patriot coil, but it's just one of their retro coil cables. Into the pedal board, which is a Pedal Train Junior. I have 3 Pedal Train Juniors and a Pedal Train 2, so no shortage of pedal boards. And what we've got is 2 Shiva drives from Sir. Then it goes into the MXR Smart Gate, which is that ridiculously bright blue light thing there. Into a Sir Jackrabbit tremolo, Koji Comp compressor. I've talked at length in other videos about why I use that compressor after everything else. And then we come into a Strymon timeline delay, which I don't use a huge amount of delay, but this is about the best thing there is there. I like the tap tempo. I would love to be able to get access to like 7 or 8 presets at once, just so I can switch between them. I know they've brought out a new tool to enable me to do that, so I'll have to pick one up at some point. And that comes then in stereo to the Big Sky reverb, which I mostly use on just a room reverb. I also have a slapback delay set up in there and a kind of shimmery, cool, spooky thing, which I'm going to talk about in a video in a minute. And comes from there to the 2 tweakers. So this is the right side of the mix, which as you may be able to see has got the bright switch on, it's on clean, the tight switch is off, British mode, vintage, you can see the controls there, and the left side is another tweaker, USA mode, gain is a bit higher, bright is off, tight is on, bass and middle a little bit higher. And these come into my Igniter cabs. The top cab on each side has a greenback in it, Celestion G12 M25. Bottom has the stock G12H30s in. And the top cabs have the little back panel thing, the grill, removed so that I can put a Palmer PDI 06 inside it, which is my attenuator, so I'm not deafening myself and anyone else. And then amp clamps have these wonderful SE Electronics R1 ribbon microphones, which they don't, I believe, make anymore, though I think you can still get them from Anderton's in the UK, and maybe a couple of other places. They were fantastic. They were like £500 when they first came out, and then they started blowing them out for £150, which was just an amazing deal. So I bought 2. Really liked them, so I bought 2 more. So I have 4 of these, 2 for my guitar and 2 I use generally for room or overhead mics for drums. And then I also use this little preamp device thing, which is an inline phantom powered preamp device, which is useful because it stops phantom power getting to the ribbon mics, because ribbon mics don't always like phantom power. And I'm trying to remember the name of them. They're very cool little devices. They are by Triton Audio and they're called Fatheads or something like that. And it goes from there, and my signal is just feeding from 2 microphones into my PreSonus Fire Studio project, because my Studio Live desk is dead and is going in for repair next week. So there we go, that's a little look at the entire signal chain. Till next time, take care.